I was born in Ottawa, Canada, raised in upstate New York. My father was a college professor, my mother was a chief nursing officer. So I grew up in the healthcare industry. My parents always taught us from day one, hard work never killed anybody. So they pushed us, and to this day I am glad that they pushed us. I am married and I have 2 children. I have a son who's going to VCU next year and he's going to be studying biomedical engineering. And then I have a daughter that's a sophomore in high school. I got a phone call from Mike Ryan, who was the vice president of operations at the time, and said, "She's resigned, well, you're going to be acting director." So I said, okay. So that phone call was like at 10 o'clock at night. So I came in, worked a couple of days, so 2 days later, he says, "Sister and I spoke and we've decided you're going to be the director of food and nutrition." And I was in my early 20s. And so I said to him, "Well, what happens if I don't want it?" And he said, "Well, we've decided you're going to do it." So that's how I started here at Providence. I decided I wanted to be a leader though, and it's the simplest things. There was a manager that was in our department and he pointed at a piece of paper on the floor and told one of the employees to pick it up rather than him picking it up himself. It was just the treatment of the employee that made me think that I want to become a leader, and I want to be a leader that's going to treat people with respect and correctly.
Beth has a great ability to lead by example. So the first thing I noticed working with her is that she'll never ask anybody to do anything that she's not willing to do herself. And everyone that I've seen work with her has actually witnessed her doing everything that she's asked everybody to do. The second thing is she definitely is fair, fair in a sense that she expects, certain things to be done, but at the same time, she's fair as to how you do it.
Beth has the nurturing instinct to care for all of our residents, our associates, especially her associates, and how she works with them. And they in turn respond to her and are committed to her above and beyond the job description.
If I were to sit back and look at my proudest professional experiences I would think there are a few. Number one, having consultants come in here and look at our operation to see if they can save, and they can't. I think that's been a big thing. Or to tell me that, hey, your numbers are right in target and where you need to be. But yet we still had a quality program and we did a good program. Some of the other things, my engagement scores when I managed the EVS and the food and nutrition department being some of the highest ones in the organization. That means a lot to me, and then I know I'm being successful as a leader.
One of the excellent things about knowing her all this time is that she's always been someone that you can easily go to, communicate with, ask an open question, get a direct answer. And to be able to be successful in this business, to be able to have that partnership ongoing, to still have her here as a mentor, as one of the senior directors that I know that I can always go to, is welcome for me.
When I look at my success as a leader and who has helped shape me for where I am today, I would say it first starts with my mother. My mother was a strong woman who was a leader in her organization, and my father was very supportive of who she was. And then from there, I don't think I have one mentor. I think I have many mentors that have helped shape me through the years. It is from the very first person that had faith in me to give me a leadership role. And then each one, I've learned from each one. And I've been open-minded with each one. Everybody has their own style, and it's in learning from each one which helps shapes me as an individual, which makes me the leader I am today. If I were to sit and think about who I admire in food service, there are many. There's Bruce Thomas. I think he's a great leader. Patty Oliver is a great leader. She's done great things at UCLA, and she's so humble and she's so modest. She's got a lot of style. Chris Schroeder, she was an entrepreneur that started from the beginning. Laura Watson, Mary Angela Miller, there's so many. Angelo Mojico, there's so many that I have learned from through the years. And we all have the same passion and the same drive to want to be the best at what we do.
Beth is a servant leader. She's about processes that are driving to produce quality outcomes for our residents. when needed and not when convenient.
We need people like Beth, people who can be there and make people feel comfortable, do what they have to do, and get honored for doing it.
We are so proud here at this organization, and I'm proud to be working with you as you help us move our organization forward.